Io ricordo molto bene il 2015, era la festa dell'Assunta qualche giorno prima e il sindaco di Co mi ha chiamato.
I remember 2015 very well. A few days before the Feast of the Assumption, the mayor of Kos calls me, "Father, please come here, because there are so many Syrians who have arrived in a rubber dinghy." So together with the consul of Great Britain, I took a boat to the island, and when we arrived, the scene I saw, I couldn't believe it. They were all over the place, and on the beach were these abandoned dinghies. The whole beach was covered, and then everything was black because of the oil spilling out. On the island there are normally about 30,000 inhabitants. You can imagine, they were sleeping on the street, doing their business on the beach, showering on the beach. There were women with children, a real tragedy. Slowly, humanitarian organizations arrived. We, on the other hand, immediately started collecting food, clothes, shampoo, etc.
Facevano la doccia sulla spiaggia, c'erano donne con bambine, era una cosa tragica. Pian piano venivano altre agenzie e noi subito abbiamo cominciato di accogliere cibo, vestiti, shampoo, eccetera, eccetera.
To accommodate those arriving on Rhodes shores, police reopened the old slaughterhouse built by the Italians some 40 years earlier, a place without heating and electricity. Until 2 years ago, 25,000 refugees passed through here. The majority of them were young people, but there were several pregnant women who, once they gave birth, went to live in there in precarious conditions. To cope with this human tragedy, Brother Luke asked for help from everyone, from locals to France to Italy. The custody contributed through the Association Pro Terra Sancta, feeding everyone. This is possible thanks to the generosity of benefactors, and also thanks to the Pro Terra Sancta Association. We are able to meet any kind of need of poverty.
Di bisogno a questo tipo di povertà.
اسمي سيزار عمري 22.
My name is Cesar. I'm 22 years old and I come from the village of Al-Kunia near Idlib. I came to Greece from Turkey and would like to go to Europe. In general, all young people in Syria think about emigrating because of the economic and living conditions in the country.
بشكل عام وحتى برا سوريا اللي هن جوا الوطن العربي عم يفكروا انهم يطلعوا.
Son of teachers and the youngest of 5 siblings enrolled in economics at the university, because of the war he was unable to finish his studies. So he decided to leave Syria and cross the Mediterranean together with others to find a better future.
كانت رحلة كتير صعبة.
The journey was very difficult and I don't want to remember it because it was traumatic. I travelled by sea in a dinghy with 30 other people, when in truth it could only carry 20. It was night, all dark. I could only see the sea.
ما شايفين غير بحر وعم نمشي.
Abandoned in the middle of the sea, wet, cold, and not knowing where to go, they saw death up close.
وناس خايفة، كان في أولاد صغار، كان في عيال.
They were all very afraid. With me travelled young children, families. They all hoped they could reach their destination.
يعملوا أهداف.
One day, while walking through the city, he saw the Franciscan Church. It was a Sunday, and so he started to pray.
فقدرت إني أوصل.
I was able to talk to Brother Luke. I told him the story from the beginning until my arrival on the island. Then he told me, "You are a Christian and I will help you." So I asked if I could stay with him until I find another place to go. Jesus gave us 2 commandments, to love God and to love our neighbour. And for our small community, this means that even if we don't reach everyone's hearts, there are still people who come to us, whether they are migrants, refugees or tourists. This is our way of welcoming people, whether they are locals or come from outside. The message of Jesus is very important. He wants us to help everyone, especially our brothers and sisters in need.
Specialmente I nostri fratelli e sorelle che hanno bisogno.
Then the king will say to those at his right hand, "Come, blessed of my Father, receive your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me to drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. Naked, and you clothed me. Sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me."